Welcome to Miss B's Art Room. Today we are going to do an art activity that you will be able to do while sitting on your couch. I am going to teach you all how to make a square knot braid, which is what I have on right here that I wear all the time, but it is made with leather. Today I am going to show you how to do it using hemp, which if you don't have hemp at home, you can use any type of string to do this. So just as long as it's some sort of string and you have a lot of it, it should be no problem at all. And I'm also going to put beads on mine. You can make the square knot braid without beads, but I am going to make mine with beads so you will know how to do it both ways. These are the beads that I am going to use today. I actually got these at Walmart, and the hemp that I have, you can get that in Walmart, and both of these things are in the craft section. So since we're on lockdown right now, and if you do have to get out and get some more groceries, you can go to Walmart and get these things. Okay, so for this project you are going to need 2 clipboards if you have them. This one is my son's, obviously. This one is mine. And you will put them together like so. If you don't have one, you can make do with the binder clip, some potato chip bag clips, or you could just get someone to hold each end for you. You will need some string or hemp, some scissors, and if you're going to put beads on yours, some beads. Okay, so next what you're going to do is you're going to get your hemp or your string, and you are going to measure out 2 arm width lengths. So there's 1, and you're going to measure it from fingertip to fingertip. So there's 1, and then you're going to do it one more time, and there's 2. So there's your first set of strings. And you're going to fold it in half and then just lay it to the side somewhere. And now we need to measure again, but this time you're going to measure out 4 arm lengths width of string. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then cut it. And you are going to fold that in half to where it is even, and one side has 2 strings and the other side is a loop like this. And you're going to do that with both sets of strings that you just cut. So both sets of strings will have 2 loops. Okay, what you're going to do next is you're going to take both loops and you are going to put them together like so. And next we are going to tie knots. So to tie that knot, you're going to hold with your right hand, hold the top, and then with your left hand hold the bottom, and you are just going to tie a knot like you were tying a knot in just a regular 1 string. Now when you tie your loop, this is going to be your latch. So like with mine right here, I put a foreign coin on the end, so that way I can take it on and off. So that way I don't have to cut it off when I'm done with it, but I can wear it for a long time. So when you make your loop, you want to think about what kind of bead, or if you're going to tie a knot on the end to latch it. So if you don't want a bead, you can just tie a thick enough knot that it'll catch right here. But like for example, the type of beads that are like in this little wooden and shell bead set that I would use would be maybe something like this. That's a cube, or I don't see any in here right now, but I've used flat cylinders before that work really well to catch the ends. Okay, so next, what you're going to do is you are going to get your clipboard out. And you're going to take the top where you tied your little loop and stick it under there. And then, like your strings, you're going to have some short ones and then some that are really long. What I want you to do is take your two short ones and you are going to straighten out your clipboard and your string, and I want your two short strings to be going right down the middle. So it will look like this. So you have your two strings, and see how it's doing that right now? You want to get it to where they are all the way on the outside. You can go ahead and start doing it that way, but when you're learning, it's best probably not to, because your knot's going to look a lot better if you don't. Okay. So, I was going to use my tripod and do it, but I think I'm going to do the first knot like this. So what you want to do when you get started out is you're going to switch sides each time. And the way that I like to say is to kind of explain where you don't get mixed up is you are going to make an ear, a Mickey Mouse ear. And you're going to take your string and make it go all the way across like this. Then you will take your other string and you will go under this one and then through this one. Actually, I'm going to have to use the tripod. Okay, this is a lot better. So what you're going to do, you're going to make like a Mickey Mouse ear with this side. Or like we say when we're doing our drawing, the U's. And you are going to take this string and go under. The reason why I use two clipboards is because in the beginning your strings are so long they can get tangled up and really annoying. But you could also just get like a hard book, and if you had some binder clips you could do one here and then do one at the bottom to hold the middle strings intact, and you should be fine. Now I know a lot of you all, or I've seen on the Hydro Flask, that you can get the paracord and you can do this braid and you can make like a handle for your Hydro Flask, or you can make bracelets with that as well. So now what we're going to do is we're going to switch sides, and we're going to do the Mickey Mouse ear on this side, and you're going to hold that over the top and that goes straight across. But this string, you want to go over the straight part, under the middle, and through the ear. Just like so. Okay, so now I'm going to do it again. You've got your Mickey Mouse ear. And pull through. And we switch sides. Mickey Mouse ear goes over, that's straight, go over the straight part, and it kind of makes like a little X right here. You're going to go under the middle part and up through the ear and pull. Just like that. And remember, you want to switch sides. Now, easy way to tell if you forget which side you're on is whichever side has the part that's going like that. That's the part that you do your ear on next. So I don't know how to explain, just the part that's straight. If you forget, that's the part that you do the ear on. Now I am going to take advantage of puka shell necklaces being back in style right now, because that's something I used to wear all the time when I was in middle school and high school. But I am going to use these to put on the necklace, and they look like this on the back, so I'm going to show you all how to put these on string because it's a little bit tricky. Okay, so what you want to do first is you want to take your 2 middle strings, unclip them so you can take your bead, and you are going to take the 2 ends of the string, which are right here, and you are going to put them through the middle. Sometimes it takes a little bit of work to get it through there, and sometimes you can only get one like that, and that's okay. But you're just going to pull it, so you get it like this till it's on there. And then you can just tie. When you tie it to the other middle string, because like with mine, I only could get one string on there, so you're gonna have to tie it on there. So it's like that. And then you're gonna do the same thing again, except you are going to go not up that way, but through the back of it. So flip it this way. And push it up through the top. Now if your ends start getting frayed like this, just cut it off a little bit, and then you could take some glue, even some hot glue if you have it, to make the end hard so it don't get frayed, and it's easier. If you're going to use beads, it's easier to get your beads on that way. And you're going to pull it again. Pull it. Just kind of pull it down through there. I might have pulled mine a little bit too tight. But if you do, there's no worries. Usually in art, there's always a way you can fix it, but you're just going to tie another knot right here. And sometimes you got to tie more than one if it's loose. You're just going to put your strings back through the middle like this. You're going to do one more square knot above it. I have a space right there. If you don't have a space, it should be fine. And you're going to do one on this side. Okay, after you braid it long enough to fit around your bracelet or around your wrist or your neck, you're going to take all 4 strings and you're going to tie a knot like this. So you would just go loop around like a circle and then push all the strings through the middle and pull. So it would look like a circle with a stick through the middle. Now to get it right where you ended the braid, you're going to kind of, it's a little bit tricky. You're going to hold it with some of your fingers and pull it backwards. So depending on your age, you might need some parental guidance. 4th and 5th graders, I think you will be fine doing this. So I think I've taught some of you all how to do this in class. Okay, so you should have a knot like so. I'm going to use this bead. I want to see if I can fit all 4 strings through the middle. If you have a bead that you can fit all 4 strings through the middle, that would be the best option. If you don't, you can just tie a really big, like a double tie, a knot of this on the end, and that should catch on the loop. But I'm going to try and see if I can fit that there. Now what I'm going to do, because my string is still really super long, I'm going to cut it like so, just because it's driving me crazy. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of that. That string will be ball, we'll go play with that. Okay, so I have my ends right here. And I want to see if I can fit these in here. Sometimes it works just as good if you can fit 2. I think this string might be a little bit too thick to fit all of them, but I think I can fit 2. Now something else you can use to try to fit your beads on the string is tweezers. I've used tweezers before to try to pull them through. Okay. So I'm going to pull my bead. I'm going to pull these up through the middle. Sometimes you can just cut it. I might just cut mine. Just make sure you got it tied really tight, and you might even could put hot glue right here to make sure it doesn't come unravel. But then you're going to tie another knot right here, the same way. And you're just going to do a loop and pull, and just make sure you make it long enough to fit around your neck or your wrist. I usually just eyeball it when I'm measuring for myself, but you could probably, if you have a measuring tape, measure it and just keep measuring as you make it, and it'll make it a lot easier. So see, I have put it on and it latched right around through the loop, and I cut the 2 extra strings off. And then now I'm